Mojang recently released one of Minecraft's most ambitious marketplace DLCs to date. The Dungeons & Dragons DLC combines the creative worlds of Minecraft and D&D into one package. Complete with D&D staples like a story-driven campaign, character classes, leveling up skills, and branching story paths. Is the D&D DLC a Baldur's Gate 3 light experience without the bear coitus, or does it just fall short of greatness? The D&D DLC was originally announced to be released in the spring of 2023, but that season came and went with no update from Mojang on what was going on with the project. Then, almost out of nowhere and with little to no fanfare, the DLC was released on the Bedrock marketplace on September 26 for about $8 USD. At the time of this video, the DLC is still not available on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation consoles, which is probably part of the reason the DLC was originally delayed, to work out issues with it running on those consoles. The problem seems to be with how those consoles load the D&D DLC's game world, and there's still no word on a release date yet for those consoles. The other reason the DLC could have been delayed is it was announced at the height of the D&D royalty drama that happened a few months back. When you load up the D&D world for the first time, you start in this weird room with some setting suggestions. Just hit the button a couple times and the door opens behind you into a cozy, well-decorated basement with all the accoutrements for a good game night. When you're ready, press the Start Adventure button and sit down. Then you can pick from 4 playable classes: Paladin, Mage, Barbarian, and Rogue. And each class starts with 2 unique class abilities. Then all the classes learn the same 4 additional spells as you progress through the chapters of the story. I gotta say the melee classes feel more natural in Minecraft, but the mage is also fun. After you pick your class, you allocate your stat points. These stat points are pretty basic compared to other D&D based RPGs, so don't expect to spend hours creating a character. Once you allocate your stat points, you're thrust into the game world proper, where you play the role of a fully voiced character named Katra. You can't pick any other character, which is kinda disappointing, but after seeing the sheer amount of dialogue and dialogue options the main character has, it kinda makes sense why there's only the one main character. The D&D DLC is actually the first fully voice-acted partner DLC. Partner DLC is like the big licensed DLC that's released by Minecraft, so this is actually like high-quality voice acting for the most part.
Hey, watch the sarcasm. We've talked about this.
Some of the characters sound like devs they got in the sound studio, but the 2 main characters, Katra and Vair, the dragon, those voice actors did an exceptional job. That makes you really feel the emotion of the characters in their performances.
Where is...
Who are you? What have you done to me?
I don't know.
Answer me.
Please, stop. Who are you? What are you doing to me?
Who?
The story starts off on a seemingly average day where Katra is out grocery shopping for her family. Are you okay, Eric? Once you get home, your parents tell you people in town have started to go missing, and you are tasked with going out to ask the local metallic dragon named Vair for help. But when Katra gets to Vair's den, there is a group of cultists performing a weird ritual in Vair, and to make a long story short, the cultists steal Vair's body and put his soul in a coin. And then by almost accident, you touch the coin, which transfers Vair's soul into your own body, which then sets you off on the main quest to get Vair's body back and stop the cultists in their mysterious evil plot. The DLC starts off really slow with a tedious tutorial, but once you're past the tutorial, the game really begins to open up. The main story is well written but very linear, which will be a problem for some die-hard D&D fans that wanted a more open-ended map to create your own adventures in. Look at this DLC as like a specific pre-made D&D campaign that'll take you between 5 and 10 hours to complete, depending on if you burn through the main quest or explore every corner of the map. You can also complete this DLC as a co-op adventure with friends, and only one person actually needs to own the DLC to create the world, and then friends can join, which is nice.
Eyeball, come here. You're a wizard, Eyeball.
Wait, am I Eyeball? Oh my goodness, I'm a wizard.
We got some monsters.
I'm gonna kill this monster here. This goblin's crazy. It's got a little sword slice at me. Oh my goodness, there's 2 of them. You said there was 1, there's like 4. Oh my goodness, we're gonna die.
Oh, lightning from the sky? Him.
That's crazy. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. Wait, why is there fire here? They burnt our town, Sam, our childhood home. They've burnt it. They've burnt it all. Everyone's dead? Are they all gone?
I think they were just having a barbecue. I think it's
just having a barbecue.
I think it's fine.
You think they forgot their barbecue
is.
was on?
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
Oh,
they'll just be around the corner.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, this looks pretty bad.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
What happened to the house?
They might have gotten barbecued, let's be honest.
Oh no.
Take or kill them. We'll have no witnesses today.
Oh my goodness, we have to fight?
Use
Oh my
your-
goodness.
Use your ice on him.
I'm trying. Wayfinder, magic barrier, magic missile, magic potion. I'm trying. Confidence. I have to use my missile? Will my missile work? Are they dead?
Anymore.
Did we get them?
As you work your way through the main quest, you unlock new spells, and you can buy new progressively better weapons and armor, and some of this gear looks really cool. The world isn't completely open, but broken into 4 big areas, and each area is full of cool points of interest to explore. And the DLC really rewards you for exploring off the beaten path, with hidden chests and by giving you stat points for every 2 points of interest you discover. You don't have to explore on foot either because you get these buff horses to get you around. Look how swole these guys are. You can't interact with most NPCs. The Merry Unicorn Inn. I am weary from my travels. Let's see if there's any vacancies. Interact button. No. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just trying to rent a room. Technically, once you progress in the story more, you can interact with this NPC and even rent a room from them. But most of the NPCs you can only interact with during the time the story narrative wants you to. Half the fun of this DLC is just exploring and seeing all the amazing builds throughout the world, and getting inspired for builds in your own survival world. There's probably not a lot of replayability here because each class, barring its 2 class-specific starter abilities, has the same 4 spells they unlock. And there's a lot of dialogue and dialogue options, but they don't feel like really impactful options. The problem with the D&D DLC is it doesn't feel much like D&D or Minecraft, but something entirely different. This DLC feels less like Baldur's Gate 3 Light and more like Skyrim Light, because it has an open world with a linear main story, and the dialogue like in Skyrim serves more to deepen the lore than to provide branching story options. And that's not a bad thing per se. I could imagine a version of this game that would give more fan service to the D&D and Minecraft fans, where you have like limited building blocks and use them to find interesting solutions to puzzles and quests, bringing a more Minecraft element to the DLC. And for the D&D side of things, maybe like a Dungeon Master mode where you can use the maps and monsters provided in this DLC to create your own adventures with friends. But these mechanics would be complicated to implement, and I don't think it's in the scope of an $8 marketplace DLC, but I think what we got is a really good basic RPG experience. A rule of thumb I use to decide if a game is good or not is if the game is, say, $60 and I get at least 60 hours of fun out of it, then it's a good game. And this game is around $8 with a 10-hour campaign, so the value's there. If Skyrim Light and Minecraft sounds fun and interesting to you, then you'll enjoy the D&D DLC. Alright, that's pretty much it. That's my review of the Dungeons & Dragons DLC. I'm Sam, and thank you so much for watching. Why is my waving so slow? Thank you so much for watching though, guys, and if you feel like it, maybe leave a like, and if you want more Minecraft content like this, please consider subscribing. It really helps the channel grow.